Welcome to Some Awesome Films, I'm Rob.
And I'm Mel.
Today we're going to review Monsters University, the prequel to Monsters Inc., another Pixar movie. And it's got, the gang is back. It's got Sully, John Goodman, Mike is back, Billy Crystal. Even Steve Buscemi's back as Randy, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, I guess it's in the past. So it's before Monsters Inc., when they, are scary monsters, scaring children. This is them studying scarology, so they can become the big scarers in Monsters Inc. So it's basically the story is as simple as it can be, as I'll put it. It starts out with Mike as a child, and it shows him going off to college where he meets Sully, and they're not friends, and they have to become friends, so they compete in these scare games to prove that they are the scariest monster because they're both studying scarology. And of course, as we know, Mike's not very scary. So he has to prove himself to Sully that I am a scary monster, just like you, big fella. So that is how their friendship kind of evolves from a hate to what it is in Monsters Inc. Now, what did you think of the movie?
I really liked it. I mean, even though it was your typical college story.
Yeah.
But seeing it in the monsters' perspective, like their world is so different, and I guess it's a further insight into
it's like a behind the scenes of Monsters Inc.
Like at the college you can learn so much more than
about
just scaring.
What's going on there.
Like how to make the doors to
how
get
the doors
into the
work,
kids'
how
room.
the canisters and stuff. Where the first one was just like this is the monsters world.
Yeah, we use scream for energy.
Except this is how it is. Where Monsters University, you see them making all the things that make the world what it is. So it's a nice little behind the scenes, I would say, or like a bit more information about how things work. So that was really cool to see. And the CGI
was really good.
That was like flawless. It was really for like a cartoony looking characters, like the monsters all look cartoony and silly. The world looked realistic. Like
it does.
Really realistic.
It looks like the human world almost, like the leaves and the grass are in so much detail.
The buildings. And
you think Brave was only released not that long ago?
A year ago.
Yeah. So, but this is like a completely new level.
Yeah, it's actually, I was saying to you that it makes Brave look dated.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw Brave, I was like, wow, the forest and stuff looks incredible. And then I watched Monsters University, and I was just like, Monsters University actually make Brave look really old.
It's
like
10 times better than Brave.
Yeah.
Like visually.
Visually, it is. It's
like they look so fairy.
It's incredible. I was blown away.
Each individual hair, and they look like fairy toys.
Because you think Monsters Inc. was their second movie, and when you go back and watch it, it's kind of like there's not that much detail. There's not that many background characters, and then the second you get to Monsters University, it's like
there's monsters everywhere.
There's so much stuff going on the screen. It's just like
and it's
my eyes, and it's in 3D, so you've got all this stuff going on. It's like I am visually overloaded, and my brain is going to explode.
Because of all the colours and everything.
It's really good to see, especially in 3D. But of course, the story is Revenge of the Nerds.
Essentially, yeah.
It's it's the same thing again and again. But what you think is a bad thing, that's what my concern was, because I really like Monsters Inc. So I was kind of like, oh, Monsters University, they're going to college, this is going to be a rehash of every college movie ever. And it is.
It is.
But there's enough twist on it, enough of a twist on it with the monsters. It actually makes it more interesting, because what you think is going to happen, like the typical storyline, and then because they're monsters, there's a twist on it, so it's like well.
Oh, you thought you had it figured out.
Yeah, I thought I had it pegged. I thought I knew where it was going, and then it didn't go that way. But where the ways it went, I was like, oh well, I guess that I should have seen that coming.
Well, based on that, what score would you give it?
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
That's pretty high.
That is, because it was good. It was really good.
It was really good.
Surprisingly good. After, like, Brave I thought was good, but not that great. And then Cars 2, well, let's not go there. So it's been a couple years since I've seen a good Pixar movie. Toy Story 3 was the last good one. And then it's good to see that they didn't mess up Monsters in like a way. Because Monsters Inc. was really good. So they could have, like, given it a bad name with a crappy prequel. They really, really made it really good. There's a lot of reallys there, but there you go. What about you?
Oh, I'm torn. I was going to give it an 8, but I think I might go for an 8.5 now.
8.5.
Well, mainly because it was the typical college story. But being in the monsters world, and I guess it was refreshing. It makes you think back to how much you enjoyed Monsters Inc. as a kid. So I was smiling the whole time.
And it's funny and it's scary.
It's everything.
They cover. So your kids. This is actually kind of a scary movie.
Yeah, some
at least
really
towards
creepy.
the end, there's a really scary scene. Not for adult children. Don't be like, I don't want to see it now. Your kids might be kind of like have nightmares after that. But Monster University, I would say go see it easily.
Oh, definitely go see it.
Definitely, if you like Pixar or any Pixar movie, so the entire world, every single person in the world, if it's out, go see it. Simple as that. Do it.
Do it now.